when we started working on the Vrishabhavathi River and Arkavathi River in Bangalore, what we did not, and our work started 8 years ago. So we've been at it for 8 years. And what we did not find was there's no mention of Vrishabhavathi River absolutely anywhere. The question that we would get asked when we went to the government meetings is that, please tell me that Vrishabhavathi is a river and tell me where it says it's a river. We don't even have an evidence of it. So that's when we started digging, is Vrishabhavathi even a river? And then where all does it flow? What is the catchment like? What are the catchment characteristics? What does the government report say? What does the scientific report say? None of these were available for Vrishabhavathi River. And Vrishabhavathi River is also where we have a public interest litigation in High Court. So if you have to go to High Court, that means you need to have significant data in context to convince the court that this is a worthy litigation for it to take up. So that is where all of this comes in. So at that point, and from 8 years till now, our website is the only one that contains details of the Vrishabhavathi River and Arkavathi River. Even simple basic catchment maps were not available. So if such data is not available, then how could we ascertain what is happening at the river basin scale? If that data is not available, how we as citizens can answer the question of the government saying, tell us what you need. So because we don't know what we need, because we don't have the data to make a decision on what we need. So, and then again, as a matter of fact, last week when I was looking at NASA's Earth observation data, the Chesapeake Bay Waterkeepers Forum, NASA was working with the Chesapeake Bay Waterkeepers Forum, and they were very specifically, they were calling ground truthing as a scientific observation, which I cannot stress enough. So our work has a combination of science and a huge part of it is ground truthing. So these are some of the pictures that of us on the ground, of us conducting the meetings with the farmers, various, even this is National Law College, India University. It's various forums that we draw our information from to build a context of the rivers. This is our first map. We didn't know about the latest geospatial technology. So we actually drew the catchment from our ground truthing. We presented this map to Lokayukta. Based on that, we were able to actually get a lot of judicial orders from Lokayukta. That's the change that this hand-drawn map brought. And using that, we continued and we computerized the same map. And this map formed the basis for a public interest litigation on pollution of Vrishabhavathi River in Bangalore. And subsequently, that litigation was accepted and a lot of orders came out of it. So that is when we started realizing the importance of presenting information spatially, because that location intelligence is extremely, extremely important for us to identify the stressors of the river, stressors of the water bodies. And then we later, there was a third format, we used the line diagram. And Vrishabhavathi and Arkavathi is 170 kilometers long, and there's a lot of things happening in the catchment. And quickly we realized the limitations of the line diagram, which is when we went ahead and learned for ourselves the geospatial technology that exists today. So one point here I would like to say, we are a citizen think tank. When I say citizens, we are not career NGOs, we are not researchers, we are not academicians, we are just a group of people who have passion and compassion for the wildlife. And to protect that, we realize we need to learn these technologies and understand for ourselves. So this was our first representation, Vrishabhavathi Arkavathi river map. Arkavathi is the larger river basin whose tributary is Vrishabhavathi, and both of these rivers flow through Bangalore, and both of these rivers carry the wastewater of Bangalore. And almost half of Bangalore is in the Arkavathi basin and the other half in the Dakshina Pinakini basin, where is Anekal. So this is how the space evolved for us in terms of addressing the concerns of the rivers that led us to founding Pani.Earth. Right, and some of the work that we have done is on the Arkavathi river basin, the stressors map, We also do what is called as a temporal analysis, along with spatial analysis. Temporal analysis together tells us what's happening in the catchment. So we also do land use, land change, elevation, reservoir profile as well. Then the Vrishabhavathi river is where, so there are two parts to our work. Vrishabhavathi river is where our activism is. Then for the whole of Kaveri Basin, what we are looking at is knowledge activism. That is our think tank. So we are doing both. We have feet on the ground. We're also looking at science. We're also looking at the larger river basin while being extremely active in one river basin, which is the Vrishabhavathi river, which flows through Bangalore. This is the first map that's out there of Dakshina Pinakini. And another point I want to make out is all the data that we are showing does not currently exist in the public domain. So this is all new and publicly accessible content for the public here in Bangalore. And this is to show that we are building the high-level Kaveri Basin perspective as well. As you can see here, this is about, in the Kaveri Basin, there are 11 polluted river stretches. 11 polluted river stretches as identified by Central Pollution Control Board. And again, so Arkavathi, Vrishabhavathi river is right here. And this is where the Bengaluru's drinking water supply is. And as you can see, the drinking water supply is also very polluted. So these are the perspectives that we need to bring to the people. And this is something that is not yet released, but something that will be released this year.